Daylight is a 2013 film directed by David McCracken, Joel Townsend and Kaidan Tremain, and is written by Townsend and McCracken, with a cast including Jennifer Bacon, David McCracken, Josh Riedford and various others. Good performances, no problems with the performances, decent camera work. It's not very well executed though as a narrative. It's a little bit sloppy, it's a little bit all over the place, it's certainly not very scary. It only became interesting about halfway through, and even then, only the interesting bits are when the children are involved, because that gives us a glimmer of what might have happened. It definitely sounded exactly like my kind of film. It's about CPS workers investigating child abuse claims that seem to have something of a more demonic nature rather than human, and that sounded really fascinating. And when the few times we get to actually have a conversation with the children, that's when we can kind of find out a little bit about what's happening. That's when it becomes a little bit scary, because we're getting that first-hand account. But everything else is so slow, it's so dull. The characters are really boring. They're not bad in the sense that they're annoying or irritating, they just don't have a lot to offer. And in terms of being a scary film, it isn't. It's not that suspenseful. The mystery isn't very strong. It's a found footage style film, and some of the camera work is okay. In fact, in general, I'd say the camera work is not too bad. The editing is okay as well, but it's not a decent story. It's a good concept, but it's not very well executed. In terms of the mystery, it's not that fascinating. The only bits that were good were when, as I said, the cameras are focusing on the children and we hear a little bit about what they experienced, because that makes it seem more real and I guess a little bit scary, but it's certainly not a scary film. Really great concept, not very well executed at all. So unfortunately, I don't recommend it. If you are curious for whatever reason, then I'd say it is watchable, in the sense that it's not annoying, it's not irritating, the camera works fine. I didn't make any notes about the music, which means that that doesn't stand out as being a problem. There's just nothing about it that works very well. So, unfortunately, while I was really, really looking forward to Daylight because it sounded brilliant, it's just not very well executed. It's not the worst film ever. Nothing is badly done necessarily, but there's also nothing about it that I would say is particularly well done either, apart from some decent camera work and editing. But as a story, it doesn't work very well. As a horror film, it's not scary. And as a mystery, I guess the pacing of the mystery aspect is generally okay, but because what's happening isn't that interesting, it's hard to become emotionally invested in the mystery. I had high hopes based on nothing other than the description, and unfortunately, it didn't deliver.